How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another top 5 video for you guys, and we're going to be looking at personally my favorite 5 concept cars to come out of the year 2020 so far, and honestly just 5 overall concept cars that I really do wish to actually see in production. Some are a little bit more unrealistic than others to actually see be made into a real life vehicle. However, these are, my favorite. It's opinionated. Let me know of any other concept cars to come out of 2022 that you guys have really liked so far. But like always, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. If you're already subscribed, click that little bell icon down there to turn on post notifications and get notified every time that I do post a new video. I upload new automotive content every single day, and I really do appreciate all the support as a smaller YouTuber. But without wasting any more time, getting right into today's video, at number 5, we have the Ford Pro Electric Supervan. Now, getting the elephant out of this room with this wild new electric van brought to us by Ford. Yes, it does make 1,972 horsepower, which is pretty ridiculous. It's already been spotted being tested on the Nürburgring, and also it had its initial debut in this past June at the 2022 Goodwood Festival of Speed. Now, this new Supervan is actually based off of Ford's new E-Transit custom electric van, and the design is ugly, but to be honest with you, it's not really built to be flashy. Its main purpose for being built by Ford is to prove the capabilities and what these new electric powertrains can actually do for us in the world of performance. And if you've been subscribed to my channel, you know that I kind of like to hate on electric vehicles as much as the next car enthusiast, but honestly, this is pretty amazing. And considering that it's in a essential minivan or just van body, it's pretty damn cool to see. And also, even though the design is kind of ugly and a little bit too futuristic for my taste, I do like the front end, and I love how aggressive the headlights look. And now in the number 4 spot, we probably have the most nostalgia-inducing concept car on this list, and that is the new Renault R5 Turbo 3E. This fully electric Renault R5 Turbo 3E is basically a callback to the old R5 turbos of the 1980s. The R5 Turbo, if you're from America and you're not really sure or too familiar with Renault, it was a nice 3-door hot hatch that was just as home on the public road as it was on the circuit or rally courses or any other kind of automotive competition that Renault put it in. It was made from 1980 to 1986, so basically the early to mid 80s right there. And this new R5 Turbo 3E is a full-blown race car, again paying homage to Renault's racing history. But yeah, this concept car is a full roll cage, bucket seats, a stripped interior, the whole 9 yards. And it was actually just debuted a couple of weeks ago on September 25th, and it will make another appearance at the 2022 Paris Auto Show, which is on October 17th, which is just a couple weeks into the future now by the date that this video goes public. So, and honestly, I kind of look forward to seeing a little bit more pictures and more videos and stuff of it actually in person. Now, number 3, we probably have the only vehicle to actually move on from just being a concept and kind of be in its more pre-production phase. I'm honestly not sure if it's absolutely guaranteed that Aston Martin will be making this car, so let me know down in the comments below either way, whether it's still up in the air or whether it's definite this is certainly coming to us. But it is the new 2025 Aston Martin Vanquish. Now, the Vanquish actually left us in 2019, and this new Vanquish concept is a completely new design, so it's going to come out as the next generation of the Vanquish, and it's going to be powered by an AMG twin-turbo V8 4-liter engine that I believe is already found in the DB11s. I did do a review on a 2019 or 2020 DB11, I forget because it was last year, but that DB11 was actually the V8 DB11. It wasn't the V12 one, so I think it's going to be the same exact twin-turbo AMG engines found in those DB11s and the DBXs. But it was debuted at the Geneva Auto Show, and it's supposedly going to be the very first plug-in hybrid Vanquish. It's going to be coupled with a couple electric motors, and it should make a decent amount of horsepower. Definitely not as much horsepower as the new like Valhalla. I think that's up in like the 900 figure, somewhere around there. But it should make a decent amount. I think its estimated price is right around 300 grand in US dollars. So I'm definitely interested to see that thing when it actually does come out. Now, number 2, we probably have the car on this list that I kind of like the most and also just hate the most. There's plenty of things about this that just kind of make it cringe-worthy, and I don't like, and I'm sure some of you guys aren't going to like either, but that is the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT concept. Now, whether you love or hate this car, it's definitely an emotion-inducing car. Like, let's put it that way. It definitely draws opinion from the public with its fake exhaust speakers coming out of it, to its kind of like modern retro design. It's even like the front spoiler. I really love the front spoiler on the car. For some reason, I just think it's a really cool concept, and I love the fact that Dodge actually tested it in a wind tunnel before, you know, just throwing it on the car. So obviously it is functional, and it does, again, look pretty cool. Also, talking about the design of the car, I really love the design of it. It honestly looks how a Charger should look. When this recent generation came out, or like the 21st century Dodge Charger came out, and it was originally like a 4-door, I just kind of like didn't like the idea of like a 4-door Charger. Looking back to like the 70s and 60s and all that, you know, the Chargers always looked like how modern day Challengers kind of look. So I love the fact that they're calling this a Charger, and it is 2 doors, and the overall boxy, muscly design of it is really cool, and it's supposedly going to make a ridiculous amount of power as well. So hopefully, if it does get made into a production Charger, we're going to see that same amount of ridiculous power. But, you know, there's many reasons why I hate it. Obviously, the elephant in the room, the number one reason, is that it's going to be the first electric muscle car, I guess. And I don't know if you could really successfully electrify muscle, but that sure is what Dodge is aiming to do in the coming years. So if it's inevitable, and if the change is going to happen, and it doesn't matter what we can do, or like we can't do anything about it, at least the thing looks cool. Again, when it comes to like the fake exhaust, that is probably the thing that I hate the most about this new Charger Daytona concept. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm sure there's definitely going to draw some opinions from the general public if it moves into a pre-production phase. Now, for the concept car coming out of 2022 that I am most excited about, and hopefully does get made into a real car, it's got to be the Hyundai Envision 74. This car, again, like the Charger Daytona SRT and the Renault, it wasn't debuted too long ago, but I have to tell you, man, like Hyundai really hit the nail on the head with mixing like an electric powertrain with an old school design. Like the name entails, with the 74, the design comes from a 1970s model of the Hyundai. It does have a lot to do with their own history, you know, as a Korean auto manufacturer, and I love the fact that it's an actual race car. I really love what Hyundai's been doing with their N cars and their N-line cars in the past couple of years or so. Just a month ago, I believe I was actually able to get my hands on and review a Sonata N-line. And yes, that's not like an N car. It's kind of like the N-line, which is kind of in the middle. But still, like, it really impressed the hell out of me. In the video, actually, in the POV driving video that I did with it, I did like a 2-gear like front wheel drive burnout with it, which was kind of crazy and completely unexpected, to be honest with you. But yeah, I really like what Hyundai is doing. I really love the design of this Envision 74. And also, it's not just like a normal EV, it's an EV hybrid. Now, when you say EV hybrid, you're like, all right, what the hell are you talking about? Because normally that's an internal combustion engine that's gas powered with a couple electric motors thrown in there, kind of like the new Aston Martin Vanquish is going to be. However, this Envision 74 is actually going to be powered by hydrogen. So it's got a hydrogen fuel cell with obviously batteries for the electric motors and everything, and it should actually have pretty impressive numbers with a range of 373 miles, around 670 horsepower, and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. And with the body and the overall proportions of it, having 670 horsepower from an electric powertrain out of a car that small, I can guarantee you that that thing probably accelerates extremely quickly and is pretty sketchy to drive. But anyways, that's my top 5 concept cars out of 2022. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments below. Let me know of any other concept cars you guys are excited to see potentially reach a production, phase or anything. But like always, thank you guys so much for the continued support. Again, like I said before, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, click that little bell icon. If you've been subscribed, it really does help me out a ton as a smaller YouTuber. But I do hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.